Okay, standing at the front of the property, the first thing that you see really as you stand on the west side is the water meter. All right, and you can follow that right up alongside of the house here. I'm just going to show you real quick where you have your main water shutoff, where I believe used to be installed here, but now I think there was a repair that was done, and you could see clearly that you've got leaking going on here. So that's one of the priorities. It's the minor leak here at the what used to be the main water shutoff valve has been improperly repaired. The valve hasn't been replaced, and you could really just see that that thing is leaking right here. See that? So that would be something you would want to have repaired. Some of the other things that we notice as we walk around the building is just typical cracks in the stucco. You could see the trim around the windows starting to rust. These are areas where you're going to want to pay close attention to. Open cracks can let water in. If you're not controlling the water off the roof, the water is falling right off the roof edge and coming down around the foundation. That's what we want to avoid. These are conditions that are conducive to possible penetration, water penetration, and you'd want to get a grip on that to prevent any damage at the interior. Now, I haven't done the interior yet, but on the first walkthrough, it didn't look like you had any damage at this time. Secondly, you can see the grade here at the back of the building. You can see that there's a negative slope. Typically, when a building is constructed, you would want to have a positive slope, one that slopes away from the building, not slopes towards. So you would want to monitor this during raining conditions to make sure that you don't have a lot of saturation here. And again, with the conditions here at this moment in time being as they are, you've got cracks at the stucco and the windows, and these are areas where water can penetrate. So you'd want to get a grip on this sooner rather than later. I would say you may want to have the house painted and sealed up real good, install some gutters, get some control going here before conditions get worse. And that's my recommendation to you. Right now they're not bad, they just need some maintenance. Walking around, you can see the condition of the air condition. This is a Lennox unit, 3.5 ton, manufactured 05. Repairs that we're going to recommend, or at least look at, have an air conditioning guy look at. You can see some of the fins are damaged here. Okay, you can see it looks like it was probably lawn maintenance equipment that did that. Same lawn maintenance equipment probably did the same thing here. You see the low voltage wiring's damaged. You can see there's no insulation at the suction line here at the condenser unit. These are things you would all want to have looked at by an air conditioning guy. I would recommend having that done. Now, looking at your wastewater system, just to let you know, there's two cleanouts here outside the building. One is located here at the east side, right next to where I'm standing by the air condition. And then there's another one over at the southeast property corner. That's in case you have to service the plumbing waste system. Here on the side of the house, you have the main service disconnect location. This is a 150 amp square D breaker. You shut this off and it kills the power to the building. I opened it up earlier. It looks to be in good condition. I tried to run your sprinklers. This is your control panel. That's your valve box. And that up there is your rain sensor. I'm not able to get them to come on. There's an error message here. No matter which direction I turn this dial in, it doesn't respond. So we're going to recommend having a professional evaluate that because it's not in functional condition at this time. All right, and then as we move around the building here, obviously I'm going to make the recommendation to trim the vegetation because it's overgrown at this point and you don't want it to be making contact with the building. There's a lot of insects crawling around too, so you'd want to hire a pest control company to come in and take care of that. Looking at the garage, you can see this is where the roof had leaked previously. We talked about that in another clip while we were on the roof. We're going to enter the attic space and we'll be able to tell you a little bit more about that. But this is pretty much what we got going on. So go to the next clip and we'll have some more information for you on that clip.